What is going on, my good people, my favorite people, the USFA people? Welcome to the channel. Once again, we're here for the third game of week number 2, and it's going to involve two teams looking to get some momentum in the beginning portion of the season. One of these teams lost, the other one got the victory, and so we're going to see if one of the teams will go 1-1, well, if both teams will go 1-1, or if one of the teams will go 2-0 and the other goes to 0-2. So we'll have to see how this one shakes up between Anchorage and Charlotte, expansion team versus USFA original in this ball game here. Anchorage got some players updated. Charlotte, they still have a tough team all the way through, and you got to see what's going to happen in this set of games here, along with the next two that we have for Saturday, so make sure you watch out for that. But let's get this one rolling, man. Anchorage, they came out pretty slim in regards to the game that they played against St. Louis. They could have done a little bit better in that last game, but just going up against a team that's been in the USFA before, they are going to have their take their lumps, if you will. And on the other side, Charlotte, they came out swinging from the beginning. Vic Dotson, Hank Falco, and their crew, they went off in their game offensively. Hank Falco went for 7 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. Just my personal player of the game, a player of the week, just to how he did and everything like that. And that's so biased because my players there, that's just pretty insane. There's 7 touchdowns in a game. I mean, that's pretty crazy, but I got everything set up here all ready to go, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit display game button. Let's go ahead and do the darn thing as we go ahead and set up for this ball game. Shout out to the homies in the chat once again as we do this thing real big here, man. We got to keep it moving. It's only week 2. We got 12 more weeks to get going in this one. Let me go ahead and flip over. The kickoff's gonna be real soon. Looks like Anchorage will start off with the football, and we are underway in Charlotte, North Carolina once again. As we set up, the kickoff is going to be kicked in the end zone, and Anchorage is going to start us off at the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna set up in a shotgun here for Anchorage. Gonna be a handoff to Jacob Cool Beans. He's one of those players I said that got upgraded in this game. He's gonna be trying to take off in this one, setting up 2nd and 9. And a little bit of a switch up here for Charlotte uniform wise. This is their main uniform set. If you remember some of the pictures that I was putting in the Madden update channels, this is what we started out with, and Charlotte's going to try to take over in this one. A handoff to Jacob Cool Beans, reaching out to get the first, but he's a little shy there. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day, all day.
3rd and 1 here. Anchorage trying to move the football down the field. Charlotte looking to get the stop. They have Bobby Markham at quarterback. We'll talk about these players in a little bit, but Charlotte got himself a real big player right there. Arn Jacobson coming off of the trade and already making an impact. And we seen in the last game what a trade player could do with not Vic Dotson, but Preston Dotson for St. Louis. Came out with a fumble forced in his 2nd play, I believe, on defense. So these trades are definitely coming to life there. Charlotte's going to get the ball real quick, and Vic Dotson, actually no, that's not Vic Dotson there, that's Kai Coco taking it up the seam a little bit to move Charlotte closer to midfield, and it's going to set up 1st and 10 here for the Royals, their first offensive set since they've been on the field last week. Hank Falco leading the charge, obviously leading the league in passing touchdowns. Going to set up here. Looks like they're going straight for the pass play. On the run is Falco. Going to toss his right side. It is going to be caught. A wide open man is going to be 1st and 10 after that one. Spiderweb out the backfield doing his thug thizzle. Lacey Woodson already with tackle number 2 on this drive. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? T. Check 13. Single, single. Single, single.
Gonna pitch this left side. That is going to be caught by Vic. Trying to rush through a couple of players there. His first catch of the day, and he went off as well. If you can remember, he had 3 receiving touchdowns in the last game, and he's looking to try to match that performance, I'm sure. As we set up 2nd and 2, I'll talk about the players after this particular drive. I think that's going to be my meta. I'm going to let both teams do an offensive drive, and then we'll talk about the numbers. Almost caught him off sides, and Spider was going to get chopped down in the backfield. Going to set up 3rd and 2. Coming up for the Royals there, number 47, Spiderweb doing his thug thizzle. Nice defensive front there on the run game to at least give Anchorage a chance to get off of the field. Charlotte's 2nd straight home game. We have yet to see them on the road, but so far at home, they've been looking pretty nice, and I think they're going to get stopped. The defensive lineman gets in the backfield, and now it's 4th and inches. Coming up here for Charlotte. Will they keep their offense on the field, or will that be a stop force by Anchorage? No, they're going to keep their offense on the field. Honestly, not surprised on this caboose-led offense. They trust in their team to get the job done. They're going to hand it off. No, it's a fake. It's going to be a sack. A sack by Jessica Navarro will give Anchorage the football back. And that is a defensive set you want to see from your expansion teams. It's going to be a handoff here. Tries to find the creases. The homie, JCB. And he's going to get close to the 1st down mark there. A gain of around 9.5. And that is a great start overall defensively for Anchorage. Getting right in the backfield there, sacking on Hank Falco. And now Anchorage is on the move here. Trying to get some points here. Try to put some pressure on the Charlotte team, passing this right side, but no one's home. Markham's first pass goes nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and inches now. And I know I did say that I was going to talk about the numbers. I'll do it next time. My bad. Kind of got a little distracted. The stop on 4th down kind of messed up my emotions. I wasn't expecting that, but hey, you got to expect the unexpected in the USFA. Pitching this right side, and once again, no good. And now Anchorage is in the same spot that Charlotte was. They're on the 4th and inches. Well, they keep their offense on the field. I mean, at this point, you might as well. I mean, seems like Charlotte didn't trust on their defense. Maybe this is some momentum. No, they're going to go ahead and punt it themselves. Me personally, I would have went for it. Just say, I don't give a darn about what you could do. Punt to the right side. This one's going out of bounds inside the 30. And Charlotte's going to get the ball on offense again. Kind of know what the team is ahead of you. Me personally, I would try to keep the ball away from them as much as possible if you could help it. But I honestly don't blame Charlotte. I don't blame Anchorage for punting it away. Not the greatest of punts there, but that is part of the process. Got to keep it moving here. Is going to be a handoff here. Yes, it is. Going to cut backwards. I would have kept it going the way the run was supposed to go, but Spiderweb's getting tripped up after a gain of 1. Anchorage looking fairly decent on defense. I mean, gave up a little yards, a 1st down, but outside of that, hasn't been anything too crazy. And they're going to pass this time around. They are going to pass it to Vic, but he isn't going too much further than where he caught it. Another catch on the year for that young man. 2 for 10 so far. And it's going to be 3rd and 7. Was a little bit of rumblings about if he was going to re-sign with Charlotte, but he decided to just say, I want to stay here. He knows that he wants to be with the team with the solid quarterback, and Hank Falco is going to try it here. And some coverage, almost throws the pick, and the pick again. And Anchorage's defense stands tall for the 2nd straight drive. And I did not go into this thinking this will happen this early, but Anchorage is doing pretty nice on defense. You got to give them credit where credit is due. And they're going to go ahead and send this one away back to Anchorage. Sending this punt. It is going to be deep in the middle. Got some blockers up front too. And he's going to take that 1-2 around the 40. Going to set up 1st and 10 here.
Mike's 54.
Gonna be handoff here. Jacob Cool Beans gonna get hit in the backfield there by, I believe, a Shane Knox, number 91. Gonna do 2nd and 7 here, and we can go ahead and talk about these players, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started for you. My bad, I've been kind of neglecting it a little bit, but we here. We ain't going nowhere. And let's start with Anchorage since they are on offense. Let's go ahead and do it. Let me scroll down just a little bit so I can see everybody. As there's gonna be a pass here by Markham and incomplete. Once again, Markham has yet to make a completion, but he is the quarterback there for Anchorage. Running backs will be Freddie Roberts and Jacob Cool Beans, aka JCB. Wide receivers will be EJ Bailey, Trevor Golinar, and Chris McKinley. I did not add him on the sheet, but I remember creating him before the game, so shout out to the new homie joining the league. Tight ends will be Danny Doyle and Wyatt Harris, as looks like the man's going to throw on the run, and just beautiful defense once again. 2 straight 3rd downs was affected by their new trainee, Aaron Jacobson. We'll talk about their defense in a little bit. But in regards to the defense for Anchorage, they have Robert Crone, they have Jessica Navarro, Kingston Ali at linebacker. Robert Crone is the sole defensive lineman there. Defensive tackles will be Thor Brown. 3 defensive backs will be Thor Brown, Lacey Woodson, Chriso Rendor, and Caitlin Montaigne. Also, their new tradee right there. You got to make sure you watch out for her. So both of these teams coming out with new pieces on the defensive side of things. And we'll talk a little bit about this Charlotte team in just a little bit after this play. Is going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for Hank Falco and the gang. Got to send a man in motion here, and they're going to go ahead and swing it to him. It's going to be the homie, Kai Coco, taking that one for his for a solid completion there. 1st and 10 coming. And there you go. I'm going to go ahead and flip to it now while it's rolling. There you go. Much better. So quarterback here for Charlotte will be Hank Falco, number 10. Halfback will be Spider Webb. Wide receivers will be Joseph Joseph, Kai Coco, and Aaron Witten as they hand it off to the homie Spider Webb. Nice job there on that carry. Tight end, the only tight end here for Charlotte will be Vic Dotson, number 87. Kicker / punter will be Jack Molino. And then on the defensive side of things, they have defensive linemen Lee Flowers and Shane Knox. Linebackers will be Tank Falco, TJ Camden, Nicholas Watt, and the homie Aaron Jacobson, who they got in the trade. And then on the cornerback side of things, they have Ricardo Lopez, Pac Trescott, Andrew Green, and Bryce Walker. So shout out to the new homies. Shout out to the homies that just came in. Shout out to the homies that are still trying to build up something special here in Charlotte. Is Falco going to quick pitch it, and he's going to get his man. That's going to be Joseph Joseph, who also had a huge game last week. I believe he had 4 receiving touchdowns in that one. So shout out to the homie right there. He's going to move the sticks there for Charlotte. And this is going to be a matchup nightmare outside of who Caitlin Montaigne is guarding. But it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Looking for a pass again is Falco in the pocket. Right side is going to be caught on the sidelines once again by Joseph Joseph. And it's going to be a gain of 7. A little bit of a slow start to the offense, but it is moving here. 2nd and 3 coming. Danny. Gonna fake that one. Gonna pitch this left side. He's got a man, but the pass barely off the mark. But you can also credit that as solid defense as well. Could not quite fit it in that crease like Hank Falco wanted to. And it's gonna be 3rd and 3 here. They have a kicker with the leg, so they could definitely afford to take a long field goal if need be. But I'm sure they want to convert. I think I see Vic Dotson on the left side of that line. And he is going to block a little bit. He's going to fall forward, and he's going to get the first down. This spider web.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Gonna set up 1st and 10. Drive continues here for Charlotte.
Check.
Handoff here, looking up the middle, sheds off one, sheds another one off, takes off, and he's gonna get into the end zone. There goes spider web there for the touchdown. I don't even think that one defensive player knew that spider web was behind him. He was trying to like skate the line a little bit to try to get around him, but hey, it worked out there for him. And it's going to work out for Charlotte as well as they pick up their first score of the game late in the first quarter, and that was just a shank. I'm not even sure what that was. It's going to be a kick coming up here for Charlotte. And we're going to set this one up here. Well, I don't even know what that was. I'm not even going to lie to you. Is Charlotte having a bit of a Dallas in the NFL type of situation? Who knows? But Molino was not looking pretty on that one in particular. Let's see what happens in this next one. As Anchorage is going to get this ball back. Kick is going to be up and rolling again. And it's going to be another muff punt. This is going to be the second time we've seen this week, but not catching that one. And they're just going to take the knee inside the end zone. But that was definitely a weird play right there. You never want to do that, especially if there's defenders right in front of you. Luckily for them, they're going to take this one into the end zone and start out at the 25-yard line. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and switch this play up a little bit, and they're going to hand it off. Did it work? Yes, it does a little bit. That was outside the 30. They go right at the 30, actually. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Keep breaking them balls up.
Ready, break.
Mike, go 58's the Mike.
You. Set, go.
58.
Throw me another handoff. No, it's a fake. Markham's looking. Gonna toss this one left side. It is going to be caught running through a defensive player, and I believe he's going to pick up the first down. That's going to be Danny Doyle with the catch. It's going to be 1st and 5. I remember someone calling Danny. I think this is what they was talking about. And a nice job there by Anchorage to move the sticks. And they got the last play here in the first quarter if they decide to hike it. They got 3 seconds here.
It's just me and you.
No, they're going to let this one ride to the first quarter. Throw your 2s in the chat for you, boy. We're going to keep this one moving as we always do as the teams split fields.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Got an overcast feel to this weather today. It's going to be a handoff here to Jacob Coolbeans, and once again, he's going to get close to a gain of 2 on that one. The run defense for Charlotte hasn't been terrible. Let's just say that it's been decent enough, I would say. Still got a lot of time to improve on that. There's going to be 2nd and 8 coming here.
Four down.
Looking at the video time, we're already at 19 minutes. We're going to keep this one rolling, pitching the right side, and Arn is right there to say, I don't care what you do, you're just not going to go backwards. That's a tackle for loss. And they tried Wyatt Harris there by himself, and Arn Jackson was like, yeah, I really don't got time for that. You're just going to go ahead and sit down. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here. Try to catch a man off sides, but could not quite do it. He's going to be pitching this one again, taking off a run, throws it right side, and overthrows everybody. And is Bobby Markham there. Going to have to send this one back to Charlotte. We've been seeing an influx of missed kicks recently. I believe the last game had around 3 missed field goals. So I'm not sure what's been happening, what these kickers have been drinking, but so far has not been working in their favor, and it's going to be caught by one of their gunners. Actually, it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Andrew Green, he caught that like he was a wide receiver or something. I don't know if that's Andrew Green or Danny. No, not Danny Green. It can't be Danny because he doesn't play for him. But Andrew Green makes that catch, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line here for Charlotte. They could definitely see if they can move the ball down the field, expand on this lead. They have the playmakers to do it. They're going to go ahead and fake the jet sweep, tossing this left side, a wide open man, and it's going to be getting it to around the 40-yard line. Is the homie Spider Webb getting that catch? Number 47 doing his thing again, and a beautiful dot in the pocket. Can't be mad at that pass. Had a man wide open, decided not to test him, but hey, that's part of the process there. That's why you gotta keep on updating. Maybe you'll see it next time there, homie. Nothing wrong with the solid pass play though. Handoff up the middle, and Spider Webb had that big catch. He's gonna get another gain there. Averaging around like 7 a carry at the current moment. These influx of running backs is just gonna be ridiculous until these players get better. But this is the exact same thing that happened when we were with Axis 2. Like, we're seeing like insane things happen. Well, actually it was more in the opposite realm. Left side is going to be picked off, the first of the season there for Thor Brown. Nice job there overall by Thor Brown, and a ill-advised pass there by Hank Falco. Throws his first interception. They're going to make the play, and that's going to be another first down play. I believe that's Skolinar, is it?
Here we go.
I believe it is. No, it isn't. I don't think. Could not quite see the number. Is it Golinar? It is Golinar. My bad. I was looking at the wrong number there, but a solid play there, Arn, with the 4th tackle already. Is this Charlotte playing down the competition? That's going to be the question. Going to be a handoff here to Jacob Cool Beans. Sheds off one. Runs right into the arms of Arn. And he's going to get the first down regardless of it. 1st and 10 coming up for Anchorage. Anchorage showing some fight here in this game. You love to see it. Not trying to bow down to the clear talent advantage of Charlotte. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up though.
Kill.
Another handoff here. There goes Jacob Cool Beans. Another solid edge set by the defense here. Charlotte is going to be 2nd and 8. Gotta respect the game here for Anchorage right now. They've been playing, in my opinion, a lot better. They just need to get their offense more consistent. And if they do, you never know what can happen. Decent blocking there. Jacob Cool Beans with another carry, averaging about 4 carry. Is going to set up 3rd and 4 now.
Oh, good night, baby. Good night, baby.
No good night for me. I gotta do these streams, my man. I gotta keep it moving. 3rd and 4 here though. Anchorage trying to capitalize off the interception. But it's in a man in motion. Packing it with 2 seconds left on the play clock. Here comes the homie. He's going to make the catch. Going to make the first down. And once again, who else is making a tackle but that man, Arn Jacobson? He's going to move the sticks again. EJ Bailey making the play there. He's going to make it 1st and 10.
Bang.
Going to be handoff. It's going to be caught. And it's going to be taking it close to the 30-yard line there. Down to the 31. Jacob Cool Beans once again. And they're moving their way close to the field goal range.
Hey, let's feed him. Let's go.
Ready. 52 blue.
Check 54.
Hut.
54. All day, dog. 54 is Mike. 54.
Ready, go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Handoff here is going to be the homie taking that one to around
We got this.
the 24-yard line. Is going to be 1st and 10 coming up.
Set. Hut. 45. White.
Mike's 5-4. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Handoff again, looking for a first down, but not going to get it on that particular play. Got to use some of that awareness. Turn up the field. He would have had a nice gain there, but it's going to be a gain of 3 nonetheless. Can't be mad at going forward. Almost in the red zone here is Anchorage. Overall solid drive here, and just similar as last week, getting Jacob Coolbeans involved in the offense. It's going to be come up here, another carry, and Arn is just going to say hell no to that. Another big boy tackle there by the middle linebacker there doing his thing. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now. He's been all over that run defense. They're going to set up 3rd and 5. Gonna go ahead and get an audible here. And another hike here. Deep drop back by Markham, looking left side. Is going to be caught by Golinar. Past the 15 inside to the 10-yard line. And this drive once again continues here for Anchorage. What a drive so far. Beautiful pass to the left side, away from the defensive player too. That was some pure accuracy right there. That was a game manager type of play, if you will. And that pretty much has been Bobby Markham's career, been the game manager type of player, making sure that he doesn't make too many mistakes. That was a throwaway right there just to prevent anything from happening. Anchorage has been burning this clock. Gonna be another handoff. Yes, it is. Looking for a lane. Gonna get a little bit of the lane. There is Freddie Roberts, his 2nd carry. Now it's gonna be 3rd and goal at the 7. Will Charlotte live up to that bend but don't break mindset here? Or will Anchorage find a way to get their first touchdown of the day? That's gonna be the question as we go past the 2-minute warning. It's gonna set up 3rd and goal here. Gonna be looking for a man. And it's gonna be the homie taking off the run chase down and has to throw that one away. He's just not fast enough to get away from Arn Jacobson, and he's gonna have to settle for a field goal along with this Anchorage team. Charlotte's defense holds. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good, and Anchorage will hit the setup here. A nice job overall. Anchorage is going to get some points on the board. We got a low scoring affair in this ball game. Only got 1 touchdown up to this point, and this one's from Charlotte. Going to be interesting setup here as Charlotte gets the ball back with the final 1 minute 49 seconds. We've been waiting to see some defensive battles here. We've seen a lot of offense in the first week, but now looks like the defense is starting to settle down. We've seen in the last game, after giving up well over 60 points there, Huntington Beach holds their team down under 30. We've seen this game, we haven't even got 20 total points between Charlotte and Anchorage, so I think this might be the swing that we were expecting a little bit, but it's going to be a kick return here for Vic Dotson. He's going to take this one, and he's going to get close to the 25, past it to the 26. And I thought he was going to hit that crease there and keep it moving, but he ain't mad or anything like that. He's trying to get his team to victory. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for Hank Falco and the gang. Last time they were on the field, they threw the pick. Trying to change the narrative here. Going to set up 1st and 10. Here comes Falco. Looking, middle of the field. It is going to be caught there by Vic Dotson. The gain of 7 on that one is going to be 2nd and 3. Not really pushing the ante here. Not really in position to try to call timeouts, but going to try this, and it's going to be caught there by Joseph Joseph, a juke move, and he's going to add 15 more thanks to the face mask by Kingston Ali, and maybe that was the move that they needed, and now Charlotte is in action to try to do something.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Looking for a pass to Falco, looking in the middle of the field. It's incomplete. If that was a little bit higher, that probably could have been intercepted as well, but it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up here. Looking for the moves coming. And I was telling a couple of people within the direct messages in the chat, I say expect the unexpected, especially seeing as how you see Hank Falco has been having the success, or at least as much success as he's had last week. He's having a so-so game to start this one off. I mean, let's just call it that, but he is in range to at least try to balance out that interception with a touchdown on this particular drive, as Charlotte takes it with the final 1 minute. He's finding Kai Coco a little bit more. That's definitely encouraging to see. Shout out to my boy Rapid Raccoon doing his thing. But expect the unexpected. Even with the craziness that's been happening so far in this season, it can only get crazier from here. Pitch. There goes Vic. Another catch inside the 5 to the 4. They're going to call timeout numero dos. And they have one more, so they could definitely open up the playbook a little bit. If they wanted to run here, they definitely can. Vic Dotson there with his 4th catch of the game. I'm not sure why they're showing Anchorage's offense there. We already know who's on offense. It's Charlotte here at the 4-yard line. Get your mind right, game. It's going to be a pitch. Looking, going to find his man. That's going to be the homie Jojo. And just like that, the drive by Charlotte is going to put him up by an extra score. Will they go for the 2-point conversion, making a 14-point game? No, they will not. Gonna be looking for a kick, and once again, it's gonna be caught. That wasn't a shank. That was a missed kick there, and it went straight to Kingston Ali. And I'm not 100% sure what's been happening with these extra points. It's been a little crazy there. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but it's gonna set up another missed kick there by Jake Molyneux. That's pretty interesting there. I don't know what's been going on with him. I made sure all the attributes are right. I didn't change anything. I didn't change anything in regards to that, so it should be all ready to go. But I don't know if that's just I'm not sure if it's just Madden saying they don't want no extra points or what, but it's gonna be 12-3 is the score. Didn't I expect it to be this low once again. Gonna send this one off here. Gonna set up. They're gonna be caught in the end zone. Or the touchback. Anchorage looking to get into the mix. But once again, I already said it before. Expect the unexpected. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Looks like he's nowhere near getting the kicks like he's supposed to, but Anchorage is here on offense again. They got 51 seconds. They got to move the ball down the field, and they'll try it deep, and it's going to make the catch, and that's going to be a nice one there, getting outside the 35. I mean, outside the 40 to the 44. Freddie Roberts there reaching up to get that one, and he had the man wide open right over the arms of Green. It's going to set up 1st and 10 here. Now Anchorage is on the move with a chance to get some points. It's going to be a quick pitch. It's going to be caught, and I'm sure Anchorage will call their timeout. They will. It's going to set up 2nd and 4 here. Wyatt Harris with the 2nd catch. Another look at that pass over there to Roberts. That was a real nice grab. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Set. Ready. 50. Green.
Gonna be setting this one up, and he's gonna get sacked. That's not gonna be good for Anchorage, as they're gonna call their second to last timeout. Is Anchorage. Couldn't quite see who made the sack there, but a nice play going around the edge is gonna set up 3rd and 13. At this point, with all these kick returns, I guess you got to expect all the craziness right there. Almost catching them off sides. Gonna be passing it again is Markham. Looking for a man, tossing it deep again, wide open. And he's gonna take this one out of bounds inside the 30. Actually, right at the 30 there. Wyatt Harris with another catch. He was by himself. Not sure what the defense was doing on that particular play, but Anchorage is on the move. They have one timeout left, so I'd expect a field goal attempt out of them if it came down to it. Looking for a man, and they're going to have to throw that one away. Avoids the sack. Beautiful defense there for Charlotte. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here, 28 seconds in this first half. And not even going to lie to you, Aaron Jacobson, I've said this to him many a times, this caboose, his player looks like a god. I'm not even going to lie. Pitching this right side, and that's incomplete in some coverage. It's going to be 3rd and 10 here.
Here we go. 54 Mike. Hey, let's get that
Look
ball.
for a man on the run. And sack fumble. Is it going to get picked up? Yes, it is going to get picked up by Charlotte. And no points is coming on the board for Anchorage there. What a play defensively to get the ball back. And now they have a chance to flip the field. Maybe if they could get a good pass play. That's really not going to help their chances. But it does give them a shot to at least go for the what's the name, the Hail Mary play. And Anchorage had a decent enough drive, had a nice big catch, but that isn't going to work in their favor. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
Check 43. I don't even know why.
Handoff here is going to be the homie Spiderweb juking up, and they're not going to go for that Hail Mary like I thought they would, but it's going to be the end of quarter number 1 and quarter number 2, and now we got quarter number 3 coming. Setting this one up here. Let's go ahead and do it. It's going to be sent into the end zone once again. Vic Dotson going to take this knee, and Charlotte is back on offense here.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long.
I'll be pitching this one. It's going to be caught. Look at Vic Dotson up for that grab outside the 50. And wow, what a play by Vic Dotson. They got to show the replay on that. That was pretty insane. And some coverage. He said, I don't care about your coverage. I believe that's Madison as well, not to be on that particular play. But here comes Charlotte right there. That was pretty crazy. Looking for a man here is Hank Falco with some coverage again, and he's going to get another big play, but this time it's from Kai Coco making the catch right at the 25, and now it's starting to look a little bit like we were expecting, but can he punch the ball into the end zone is the question.
We want it. Come to my.
Handed it off. No, it's fake. Gonna pitch this one again. It is gonna be caught by the homie that is Joseph. Yes, it is. Gonna get this one to the 4-yard line, and this Charlotte offense looking pretty nasty. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
56. Boys, 56.
Sending the man in motion. Here goes the pitch, looking for the lane, and he's gonna get close. Got it to Kai Coco again, a gain of 1, and that's another catch on the board for that young man. It's gonna be 2nd and goal. He's looking for his first touchdown of his career. Already 8 of his touchdowns thrown by Hank Falco went to 2 players, either Vic Dotson or went to Joseph Joseph, looking for a man again. Looking, pitching it, that is going to be caught. Vic Dotson gets into the end zone. That's going to be another touchdown on the season for that young man. And Charlotte's going to go up 18-3. And that was just beautiful accuracy. And it looks like Charlotte is going to try to make up for those points they couldn't get on the extra point side of things. They're going to try to pass for it. The left side and the pass off the mark. Unfortunate there, but hey, 18-3, still a solid score nonetheless. Up 2 possessions. Actually, no, I take that back. Is it 2 possessions? Yeah, 2 possessions, so 15 points. Anchorage still has some work to do. They have yet to get a touchdown in this particular game, and up to this point, they have yet to score a touchdown since the first quarter. So they've gone a good long ways without getting into that coveted end zone. But they have plenty of time to do it in this game and in the season. So keep your heads up. Just got to keep on updating, keep getting better, and the things are going to start picking up in your favor soon enough. Charlotte coming off a game they scored well over 50. They haven't crossed 30 yet, but I'm sure as the time goes along, they'll have a chance to do it. Going to be a return here, looking for a lane, and Dor Brown made a pretty good return out of it as best he could, but there's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for Anchorage, trying to get something rolling, and they've shown the ability to move the ball down the field, so it's not like they cannot do it. They just got to put it all together in one drive, get a stop, and then do it again, and they can see if they can get something rolling. But here comes Anchorage on offense. They're going to send a man in motion, and they're going to pitch it to him, and it looks like they're going to have a nice edge set there to make sure that that doesn't go too much further. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking at the video time, we're at 42 minutes.
Watch 54, watch 54. 6 man.
Ready, go.
Looking for a handoff. Yes, it is going to be stuffed again by Aaron Jacobson, who is clearly the best player on this defense. He's just been showing up and showing out every chance he got. I believe he had 12 tackles in the last game when in his last team for Pittsburgh, and now he's already at 8. He still has a quarter and a lot to work with to get some more. They don't quite get that player off sides. They're going to fake the handoff, and he's just going to run into a brick wall, and that's going to be Shane Knox taking that into the end zone. And that is what you do not want to see if you're Anchorage, having your quarterback going up into just a straight up wall. And if someone doesn't clip that, I'll do it myself. That was just ridiculous. Kick is going to be up, and once again he just does not have the leg. I'm not 100% sure what the case is. That is not going to be good there for the homies. It's going to be 24-3, but regardless of that, it hasn't really affected the game. Hopefully that gets situated in the next one. I'm not 100% sure what has been happening with the kicker, but it's going to be 24-3 in favor of Charlotte. Not much I could really do. I made sure all the attributes is good and everything like that. He wasn't doing that last game, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that's just something with Madden that is not working out at the current moment with this game. But you got to go with what you got to go with. But right now, Charlotte is in the driver's seat. Continuing on in this ball game, they're going to send it back to Anchorage, and I don't know if Anchorage wants to try another play like that last one on offense. I think they might want to keep it away from Bobby Markham if he's running straight towards Aaron Jacobson. That was a nasty hit. I'm surprised he isn't on concussion protocol, but we're going to keep it moving here. Anchorage still got time
Mike's 5-4.
only down 3 touchdowns within the span of a half, and they're going to go backwards there thanks to the false start.
Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 15 coming.
Ready.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Ready.
3 down.
They're going to hand off this time around and run straight into the offensive line. I'm seeing that bend right there in the legs. How'd he stand up like that? There's going to be 2nd and 9 here. And now I'm still thinking about that hit. That was ridiculous.
Ready.
2nd and 9 coming.
54.
You ain't going nowhere.
One person said you ain't going nowhere. They're going to send a man in motion.
I'm coming after you.
They're going to pass it. Here's Markham. Left side here for Jacob Cool Beans. Got some blocks up front, but not enough. Going to get tackled before he can get too far, and it's going to be a 3rd and 10 situation here. Charlotte's been on fire this drive.
32.
Mike's Bobo.
Hey, watch the slant. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Left side here is going to be a catch. It's going to be a first down. A bad pursuit angle there by that defensive player is going to give up a first down to Wyatt Harris. I think that was one of the bot players too. Yes, it is. That was a bot player that did that. That is what happens when you have some bots on the field. They will make plays once in a blue moon, but not every time. There's going to be a pitch here. It looks like it's going to be a holding penalty. It looks like Bobby Markham's going to take off and run, and he wisely slides this time around when Arn comes his direction. But regardless of that, they're going backwards. None of that is going to matter. It's going to be 1st and 20. But he saw Arn. He's like, nope, I'm going to just slide down. I'm not going to get hit again. But 1st and 20 here coming up for Anchorage, trying to find some sort of momentum. And this is another penalty here. They had a false start on the last in the last part of the drive, but they were able to overcome that. Can they do it again? It's going to be a pitch to Golinar and pretty much making up for all of those yards there. Solid job there. 2nd and 8 coming. Maybe Anchorage needs a little home cooking. We'll see who they play next after the last game. We'll go over the schedule and all the good stuff. See what's happening. But it's going to be 2nd and 8 here. Going to be a handoff. Yes, it is. Jacob Cool Beans going to fall forward, and the 3rd down is a lot more manageable. And now they have a chance to go back up for another long drive conversion to see if they can move the chains. And I believe if they do get a first down, they'll be even closer to midfield. 3rd and 1 coming. Will they keep it on the ground is the question. Yes, they will, and they're going to run it this time around. He sits down. He's not going to get hit by Arn, so I don't think he has to worry too much. But regardless of that, Bobby Markham will move the sticks, and this drive will continue.
Let's go. Yellow. 43.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Ready.
Got it, man. No, they didn't call it, though. But Jacob Cool Beans is going to shut off, and he's going to keep it moving to the 31-yard line. Jacob Cool Beans with his best game of his career, most definitely. He's definitely picked his game up. As I said when he played the first game against St. Louis, all you got to do is just update. And now that he sees this game, I'm sure it's going to bump his chances up and keep on grinding. Hopefully we can see him do some jobs as well so he can earn more in the week, and then he could be even better. He's going to shed off one. He's going to get inside the 25, and now Jacob Cool Beans is on his way to getting his first 100-yard rushing game if he could keep this rolling. A solid job here from JCB. Hasn't really affected Anchorage's chances of winning, but a bright spot nonetheless on this Anchorage team that they could build around. There's going to be a handoff here. It's going to be Freddie Roberts this time around getting stood up. He's going to get maybe a yard or so. It's going to be 3rd and 3 here.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Me personally, I'd try to get touchdowns, but a field goal could help their chances if there was to hit it. Maybe kicking is just not on the table for either team. A handoff up the middle. Great blocking there for the homie. And there goes Freddie Roberts down to the 11. And that's going to be 1st and 10. Good job there, Anchorage. Now they got to see if they can punch it into the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Set, ready.
Anchorage looking for the score.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we
Looking
go
at the time
again.
for the video,
Here we go
50 minutes,
again.
almost 51 minutes. Here comes Markham, end zone, caught, and touchdown. I believe that's EJ Bailey. If I can see it, yes it is. EJ Bailey gets his touchdown. And Anchorage is going to chop this lead down just a little bit. They still need a little more work all around in order to try to get back in this ball game, but can't be mad at the results. It gets the job done. Anchorage is in the end zone, and they will score the most points that they've scored ever, even though they also missed their extra point. That kick actually looked like it would work, but his kick was just completely off to the left side. But no extra points are made from either team. I don't think that's ever happened within the USFA, unless you're thinking maybe like the first season or so. Maybe that happened around that time, but as of right now, Anchorage, you're down a little bit, 15 points actually, but it's all gravy. There's still got a quarter and some change to work. Maybe if you could get your own interception again, see if you can get your offense on the field. There is still time to try to work this lead down. It's going to be a kickoff to Vic Dotson, looking for some room, and they're going to have to go backwards thanks to the holding penalty. Looks like the bot linebacker messed them up on that one. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. Talking about a few things that'll help out with this league. Trying to chop down the kick returns and stuff like that. We've been talking about it. A handoff there. And a nice tackle in the open field by who I believe is Kingston Ali. It's going to set up 2nd and 6.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Yes, it is Kingston Ali right there. 4th tackle in the game. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
70, Hawk 70.
Hey, watch the lane.
Ready, ready. Hut.
Mike, 56.
That should have been called there, but it was not. They're going to hand it off again. No, it's a fake. And there goes Hank Falco. Stands tall and just throws that one away. Good thing he was out of the pocket, or that would have been called a penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 6 here. Honestly, should have been called an encroachment. He looked like he ran right into the helmet, but they did not get the call.
D, tighten up.
It's going to be a quick pitch. Looking again. It's going to be caught by Jojo. And that's going to move the chains once again. And even with the interception, it's still a very effective passing game here. Caitlin Montaigne was trying to stop him, but a little bit away from the wide receiver. It's going to be 1st and 10. As we end quarter number 3. Let's go ahead and get to quarter number 4. Throw your 4s in for your boy just cause you love me. 54 minutes on the video. We're keeping it moving. Tossing it again. Breaks one tackle. And he's going to get inside Anchorage territory with that one. He's going to set up 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Christo Render with the tackle. He didn't play the last game, but he's definitely in this one now. Looking to get set up here. Is another handoff? Yes, it is. It's going to be destroyed. Nice hit there. Slowing down that game to about 2. Final 11 minutes here in this ball game.
Three down.
Hut, go.
Anchorage trying their best to try to get back in this ball game, but they need stops. They cannot do it with plays like that. It looks like spider web back in the end zone again. That's going to give Charlotte 30 for the second straight game. A great run there by Spider Webb's going to take that one the distance. And we're going to try this kick again here from Charlotte. And that one looks a little bit better, but he missed it. So I don't know what this setup is here for Charlotte, but it's not going to work out in their favor. It's going to be still a 30-9 ball game. Luckily for them, it didn't affect them because they're getting touchdowns. But you'd like to think that you have to get every point that you could get. Instead of getting 35-9, they're going to get 30-9. And we'll see if Charlotte can make up that 5 with another touchdown. Going ahead and get set up here. Anchorage trying their best to hold on, but it's not looking too pretty. They're back to a 21-point deficit, so they'll have to score 3 times in a span of 10.5 minutes as this one gets kicked right in the end zone for the touchback. It's going to be down to the 25-yard line here for Anchorage. They've gotten over one hurdle from last week. They've scored more than 7 points. Unfortunate for them, they only scored 9, so they need to get more if they want to compete in this league. And it really starts with getting this offense much more consistent. Try to get some playmakers. I think it might be worth to see if they could try to get some via the trade. And that was an ill-advised pass there to who I believe is Wyatt Harris. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Slightly over 100 passing yards there for Anchorage. Got to give credit as well to the Charlotte defense. They've been fairly locked down in this ball game. Gonna be pitching it again. It's gonna be caught. Turns upfield, past the 30, and I think he's gonna be just a little shy, but it's gonna make that a very manageable 3rd down coming up here for Anchorage. Gonna pass it again. Looking right side, and some coverage and incomplete. Not happening there. Me personally, I'd keep my offense on the field, try to get something going. I think a quarterback sneak or handoff could get the job done to at least keep the drive alive. And I think they are gonna agree with me on that one. And they're gonna try the handoff, and it does work. They're gonna keep it moving. Jacob Cool Beans with the carry, and he's 4 yards away from hitting 100 yards rushing. I'm not sure if running the ball would be effective and giving them the chance to win the game, but I think having them have that will be a great thing to have on his mind to continue to update, and that's going to be another false start here for Anchorage. Not going to be the case. They're going to have to move backwards a little bit. But they've already converted some 3rd downs that were pretty. I mean, there's some long drives that started like 1st and 15, 1st and 20. They have the experience of doing that, so they just need to replicate that here. Stay away from number 58 as well. That's probably a good chance for them to do something. Right side is going to be caught, but there's some defensive players waiting for him. Going to get a short gain, a gain of 5 actually. That wasn't too bad. I thought that was a little bit less.
Exit. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58 to the mic.
They're going to pass it again. Looking, they're going to find Jacob Cool Beans. He's going to find a little room, and he's going to get knocked down by, guess who? Number 58, Aaron Jacobson. Making sure you're not getting too much on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 6 now.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the
Passing it again. Looking, he's going to find Jacob Cool Beans. He's going to get chopped down before he could get the first. And it's 4th and 3 now.
Boy, I see you.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready, go.
Lose one. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Going to be pitching this one, and it's going to be incomplete, and that's going to be a turnover on downs there. Charlotte will get this football back, and they have decent enough field position to take advantage of it. See if they can get some more points on the board. Anchorage is trying to find their way to get off the field, but not the greatest of drives on that one there for Anchorage, as Charlotte looks to put themselves in the power position to close this game out. As he gets tripped up his spider web, can't get past the 40, but he's over 100 yards so far in this ball game.
Viking 18.
He's tired of us.
Gonna be another handoff, looking for a little crease and drag down. It's gonna be 3rd and 7 here. Anchorage trying to slow down this run game.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Get this.
43 is the mic, boys. 43.
We're gonna pitch it to the right side. It's gonna be caught by Vic, and that is not gonna be great there for Vic. He tried to turn upfield, but just not enough room there for him to make the play. I think that would have been another touchdown for him, but overall a great play to continue to drive. I'm sure there's gonna be 1st and 10 coming.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Got a motion a man to the left side. They're gonna hand it off. Yes, they are. Dragged down right at the 30, so he's gonna get only a gain of 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming.
Tag. Bronco 80.
4 down. 4 down.
Another handoff. They're trying to reverse in the big crease there, and he's gonna find the room. Number 4, he's trying to chase him down, not gonna touch him, and that is gonna be a dagger there for Charlotte, and they will get 36. We'll see if they can get 37, as looks like that man Spiderweb, he did his thug thizzle in this ball game all the way through. Gonna be another kick for Molyneux. And another shank. What is up with the kicking in this ball game? Another storyline to talk about as Charlotte moves to the next game, but luckily for them, it did not affect their chances of winning the game. Just more points that probably messed them up in regards to point differential, but luckily for them, they're still going to get the victory nonetheless. By the looks of it, Anchorage, they fought hard for most of the game, but I think that fumble was a big tide changer in regards to Anchorage trying to come back in this one. They kind of lost some of their oomph, if you will. So there's some things that they need to work on for sure. Sometimes the game planning does not work in your favor when it comes to the actual games, but my personal opinion, it looked like they had a pretty solid game plan in regards to playbooks as best they can, but did not work out in this particular one. Charlotte is one of the top dogs, like I've said all season long, and they've proven it once again as they set up 1st and 10 here for Anchorage. The final 4 minutes 53 seconds left in this ball game.
4. I'm coming.
Ready, go.
Check mic 54.
Gonna set up. It's gonna be caught there by Cool Beans. A big gain, and you can add 15 more thanks to the face mask. It's gonna be 1st and 10
Come
coming.
on, fellas.
Come on, set. 10 black.
Yeah, it's Mike.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They should have caught him with the offsides penalty, but doesn't happen, and the pass incomplete.
Better be afraid of me.
2nd and 10 coming.
It's the mic. 58's the mic.
Don't get nervous.
Ready.
It's Mike.
I'll set this one up, send this one to the left side.
58's the mic.
Send this and almost caught, but the pass once again incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming.
Yellow, 22.
Hey man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Set, go.
58, right over there.
Hand off here.
Right there.
It's going to be down to the 40. Going to get shut down on 3rd down. It's going to be 4th and 10, and once again a 12 tackle performance there from Aaron Jacobson. He even got a forced fumble on top of it. It's going to be 4th and 10 here. You got to think that Anchorage will keep their offense on the field, and they will.
Target.
Trying to get the conversion, and they're going to have to move backwards, and that does not help things in this one. 4th and 15 coming.
Let's go. Yellow, 43.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You ain't doing
Set.
that.
Ready.
We'll toss this one left side and incomplete, and it's gonna be deflected and not to be there for Anchorage. And Charlotte's gonna get back on offense here with the final 4 minutes left in this ball game. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Wild Bill. Mike's 50.
Gonna hand this one off, and it's gonna be a good crease again. There goes Spider Webb, gonna try to take it down the field, but Caitlin Montaigne had to chase him down, and that's gonna get him down to the 12-yard line again. This run game is just popping off here for Charlotte. Don't need to pass it all the time. Give it to it.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
Gonna pass this one, looking for the touchdown. Right side is gonna be caught once again by Vic. It's gonna be 2nd and 7 now. 8 catches, 73 yards, and I believe 1 touchdown there for Vic. Another solid day for him. As they set up 2nd and 7, the final 3 minutes of this ball game. Will they keep it on the ground, or will they test the motions here in the red zone with the passing game? They will run the football, and they're gonna get stuffed. They're gonna be 3rd down coming.
Come on. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Come on. Set.
43's the mic.
He don't know no better.
Gonna be a 2-minute warning here. 1 more touchdown away from getting 40 points here on this game there for Charlotte. Anchorage trying to do their best to keep them out of the end zone.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70.
I'm coming after you. Mike 50.
They're gonna pass it again. Looking end zone, and gonna be incomplete. They tried Coco on the fade route, and they're gonna have to say no to that one. Kayla Montaigne was right over there. They ain't got time for that. She ain't got time for that. It's gonna be 4th and 7. They're gonna try another kick. Will they be able to get 39 is the question. And it looks like that's gonna be a negative. No kicks there for Charlotte all the way through. That's the holder there doing this duck thizzle. It's gonna be 1st and 10. Here for Anchorage down at the 20. Let's see what they got going on here. If they could try to get something in these next 1 minute 53 seconds.
Tight end left.
Hut. Ready. Go.
Gonna be a handoff here up the middle. And it's going to be getting that one. It's going to be to the 23-yard line. A gain of 3 on that one. Looks like Anchorage just going to take this one all the way down. Take this to week number 3. And see if they can find the adjustments needed to try to get something rolling on offense. Here comes a pitch to the right side, and it's going to be caught, but not going to be getting too much on that one as the timeout is called. Anchorage will call their first timeout here on this one. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now.
Watch the run.
3rd and 5.
54, right there. 54.
It's going to be a pitch once again. Markham tossing it. It's going to get caught inside the 50-day go. And that's going to be the homie, E.J. Bailey, with the catch. Moving the sticks. Trying his best to get some of the nice route from him, too. You seen that? And a nice pass. Right where it needed to be. Looks like Ricardo Lopez was on coverage, but could not quite get the jump on. It's going to be a pitch, and it's going to be deflected there. Not really by the defense. It was more by the offensive lineman, but you could claim that by the defense too. Shane Knox is over there. He was the one that pushed him all the way over there to make that pass incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Get your swerve on.
Hut, go.
Watch them. Check Mike.
Going to pitch it again. Looking incomplete. Once again, rush that one. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming. A little bit over 50% here in this passing game for him.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Man, I got you.
Go. Ready, go.
Going to be pitching it again. And once again, had a man for a minuscule second. But that is not going to work out in their favor. It's going to be 4th and 10 now. Could be the last offensive play here for Anchorage.
Mike 5-4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Hut.
Gotta step it up.
Right there. 54.
Going to pitch this one.
Let's go.
Looking left side and almost throws a pick to Peck. And that's going to be incomplete. And Charlotte's going to take over as Anchorage turns it over on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10, and this should be the end of the ball game. After a few kneels, I think Anchorage will call the timeouts.
Freeze the mic, boys. 43. Check. 43.
Watch the run. 43.
And it looks like Anchorage will concede in this one. No timeouts needed. And Charlotte will move to 2-0. Anchorage will move to 0-2. As he set up the next game coming up on Saturday. Well, the next 2 games on Saturday. Can't wait to see what happens there.
Tackles.
And they're going to take this one. No need to call another play. Let's go ahead and get into these stats. Final score 36-9 in this one. Let's go ahead and check it out real quick. Hank Falco with a solid game once again. 75% completion percentage. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. A solid day. Markham on the other side doing this thing. Let me go ahead and scroll over real quick for you like I always do. Rushing wise, let's check it out. Jacob Cool Beans 1 yard shy of that coveted 100 yard rushing right there, but it's all gravy. Just got to keep on updating, checking out the rest of the rushing stats here. Let me scroll over like I always do. Let's go ahead into the receiving. Vic Dotson, he led the way in catches there, 8 for 73, 1 touchdown. Joseph also getting a touchdown. He's a yard shy of 100 yards. Wyatt Harris doing their thing. Let me go ahead and flip to it so you can kind of see what's happening. Kai Coco, 4 for 49. Aaron Witten, 1 for 7. Scroll real quick. And then on the other side, we're going to have Wyatt Harris, the lead catcher on this one, 6 for 48. EJ Bailey got a touchdown. Jacob Cool Beans also over 20 yards receiving. So we got 100 total, all purpose, if you want to call it that. Scrolling over real quick. Thank you. Defense, let's check it out. Kingston Ali was the lead, I believe, in tackles. Yes, he is, with 6. And he had 1 tackle for loss. Jessica Navarro had a big sack earlier. Good job. Kayla Montaigne with 4 tackles in her first game in Anchorage. Gotta see how she continues to show out in the cold there. Checking out a little bit, see all the other tackles. And let me go ahead and scroll over real quick, just make sure I got everybody. And there you go down. There you go. To the next one. And I think that should be it. I see Troy Brown there. He should be the last. Yep, he is the last user player there. Let me scroll over. Thank you. And then I'll go to the other side like I always do. Let me go ahead. Aaron Jacobson, 17 total tackles. That is just ridiculous. A sack, a forced fumble. I mean, what else do you really want from a linebacker? He is one of the top guys here. And let me go ahead and check the other guys as well. Shane Knox, I've seen with a couple tackles, but he got the touchdown there. So good job there from Shane. And going down here, Nicholas White appears to be the last one here. Going into kicking. Here you go. Doing the thing there. Punting. Doing the thing there. I ain't mad at you, homies. Kick return. Gonna go ahead and see Thor Brown and Vic Dotson all had 1 return there. Punt return wise, all the right there for you. And then going through the team stats, doing their thing. Let me see what's happening here. Let's see, 438 to 318 in total offense. Rushing yards were solid from both sides. Passing yards solid enough from both sides. 2 turnovers by Anchorage. Don't want to see that, but it is what it is. We're going to keep it moving as we always do. And I will go ahead and show you who we have for our final 2 games of week number 2. Great job by Anchorage and great job by Charlotte in that game right there. But to start off the Saturday slate, we got Arizona at Tampa Bay. Arizona looking for their first win of the season. Tampa Bay looking to stay solid in their win record. And on the last game, which will be on Twitch, it'll be Dallas at Tacoma. We will be back on the red field for this one. Can't wait to see it. Dallas is going to be on their first game on the road on that one. So shout out to the homies here. We're going to go ahead and get into it in just a little bit. So shout out once again. And until the next one, I will see you a little bit later. Let's get to some more action.